Uh, Welcome to MSc Studies. Children, yesterday class we discussed about digestive glands. In that first digestive gland, salivary glands are completed. Now we are going to discuss about gastric glands. Gastric glands. So the gastric glands, they are present in wall of stomach. See children, this is stomach. Now wall of the stomach means here. This is the wall of stomach. So this wall of stomach, it is composed by or it is lined by the wall of the stomach lined by epithelium. See children, this is the epithelium cells. Just below the epithelium, here the gastric glands are present. Okay. See the gastric glands which are present just below the epithelium of the wall of stomach. Now the gastric glands are three types. They are cardiac glands, and second one fundic glands, and third one is pyloric glands. Pyloric, you know now. The stomach is divided into three regions. The anterior part of the stomach is called cardiac region, and the middle, the large part of the stomach is called fundic region, and the posterior part of the stomach is called the pyloric region. If the glands are present, the glands are located in cardiac region, they are called cardiac glands. Which glands are present in fundic region? They are fundic glands. If the glands are present in pyloric region of the stomach, they are called pyloric glands. So totally the gastric glands are three types of cardiac glands, fundic glands and pyloric glands. Now see, the cardiac glands, they will secrete mucus. The cardiac glands secrete a mucus. The mucus, it mainly help in protect the wall of stomach. That is the function of a mucus. Fundic glands. The fundic glands is formed by three different types of the cells. Again see children, the fundic glands is composed by three different types of the cells. One is neck cells. What is the neck cells? Second one, chief cells, and oxyntic cells. So totally these three types of the cells are present in fundic glands. So neck cells, these all secrete mucus. Neck cells also secrete a mucus. Chief cells, the chief cells is very important. The chief cells secrete very important enzymes. That is, they are called the proenzymes. The proenzymes are pepsinogen and prorenin. So these two enzymes are present in fundic glands. Chief cells secrete a large amount of proenzymes. The proenzymes are pepsinogen and prorenin. Along with the two enzymes, a small quantity of lipase also secreted by the chief cells. Next, oxyntic cells. Oxyntic cells secrete HCl, hydrochloric acid, and causal intrinsic factor. So the causal intrinsic factor, it is essential for the absorption of vitamin B12. So this is important for entrance. What is the oxyntic cells? Secrete hydrochloric acid and causal intrinsic factor. The causal intrinsic factor, it is necessary for the absorption of vitamin B12. The pyloric glands. The pyloric glands which are secrete mucus. Pyloric glands secrete mucus and gastrin hormone. Pyloric glands secrete mucus and gastrin hormone. Now finally, the gastric glands, totally cardiac gland, fundic gland, pyloric gland. The three types of gland secrete gastric juice. That gastric juice contains these components. What are the components of gastric juice? Mucus, next propepsinogen, prorenin, lipase, and gastrin. These are called the composition of gastric juice. Next, the gastric juice pH is 0.9 to 1.8. 0.9 to 1.8. See children, once again, gastric glands, they are located in wall of stomach just below the epithelium. Gastric glands are three types: cardiac glands, fundic glands, pyloric glands. Cardiac glands secrete mucus, they help in production of the wall of stomach, and fundic glands are composed by three types of cells: neck cells, chief cells, and oxyntic cells. Neck cells secrete mucus, then chief cells secrete two important enzymes. There are a large quantity of enzymes. That is proenzymes, that is pepsinogen and prorenin. Okay, so these two enzymes are called proenzymes because they are inactivate state, right? Propepsinogen and prorenin. Then after some quantity of life is also secreted by the chief cells. Next, the oxyntic cells secrete HCl, Castle intrinsic factor. So it is important for absorption of the vitamin B12, right? Then pyloric glands. The pyloric glands release mucus and gastrin hormone. See children, pepsinogen, prorenin, these are inactivate enzymes now. So the inactivate enzymes are converts into activate enzyme by the HCl. That means pepsinogen converts into pepsin and prorenin converts into renin. The juice of gastric gland is called gastric juice. pH of gastric juice is 0.9 to 1.8.